Well, this last video on the Book of Ruth, there could be many more videos because there's just so much content. Well worth reading and get out something that will explain, the verses and chapters to you. But I've titled this, Generosity is Expansive. I know I've already talked having a generous spirit, but I cannot go because this book's all about generosity. And you look at Boaz, Ruth's husband, and he was generous with compassion. Chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. He was generous with compliments. Chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. He was generous with his crops, his products, his services. Chapter 2, verses 15 and 16. He was generous with his credibility. Chapter 3, verses 11 to 13. He uses his credibility and influence to bring about a change. And he was generous with his commitment. What he promised he did. And it was chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. Look, you can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. How is your leadership described? Generous? Stingy? A Scrooge? And I've always got to constantly evaluate my life am I being generous? I think I'm doing all these things in one area, but when something comes up, is there a chance for me to lift to another level? Can I change around what I'm doing to be even more effective in what I'm doing? Is my words of encouragement, or am I criticizing all the time? The love for other people rather than the criticism for other people. We just got to look at our lives, because when we are generous in all aspects of our lives, it actually gives us a peace. It actually builds us up. It actually encourages us on the other side. And a lot of people will do this because they give to get. I think we go in to give and be generous because that's what our heart should be within the people that we work with, we serve in our church, in our businesses, in our families and in our community. So learn to have a generosity that's expansive and not limited in any way. Thank you for just looking at this series on Ruth, and I hope you learned a lot from it. And we move on to our next book, 1 Samuel, on the next video.